I like your ideas, I just don't think that you've executed them well enough, unfortunately.
This is your reinvention test. Marcus and I would like you to reinvent the classic British fruit crumble.
We all know what a crumble is and we all know what a good one tastes like. But today you're going to be taking it to a new level. Behind us, we have all the ingredients for you to choose from to make us a stunning dessert. Remember, this is a quarter-final. And at the end of this, 2 of you are going to be leaving the competition. 10 minutes to plan your dish, 90 minutes to cook and serve. Come up and choose your ingredients.
I'm excited. Obviously, I've had a lot of crumbles in my time, so hopefully I can just elevate it to the next level.
A lot simpler than I thought it was going to be, but a lot of times the judges are expecting something pretty spectacular.
I've just got to be careful here and make sure that I don't get myself too complicated, basically.
Chefs, that is it. Your 10 minutes is up. Your 90 minutes to give us that amazing dessert starts now.
This is a reinvention of something that we have loved in this country for many, many years. I'm really excited about what our chefs are going to do today.
I want them to really elevate their cooking and show off their skills, because this is where it counts.
I thought I always was quite a good inventive chef, but after my comments on my signature dish, I'm just definitely going to just pull it back a bit. I've got technique, I've got the ability to do it, I just have to try and rein in all my experience and not try and put it on the same plate.
Gary, how are you going to reinvent the fruit crumble?
I'm going to do a crumble tart, so we're going to do some caramelised cherries. We're going to do an oatmeal crumble, and I'm doing a chocolate and mascarpone ice cream.
Sounds delicious. Gary, is this on your curriculum of educating the future chefs?
No, but I wish it was, and it soon will be. The whole point of me being here is just to evolve myself and then hopefully take that back to the future of our industry. So, you know, that's why I'm here.
Mascarpone chocolate ice cream with cherries and that lovely pastry. He is being inventive, he's definitely being creative, and I can't wait to see what he delivers. Matej, our 38-year-old head chef, originally from Romania, had a terrible skills test, but then came fighting back in the signature round.
I'm really excited to show them what I can do more, and I hope I can impress them with my future dishes.
Fruit crumble, do you have an equivalent of that in Romania?
We have sort of pies, which we're doing in a similar style.
What's your dish got, Matej, that's going to stand out from everybody else's?
I want to make a rhubarb and ginger sorbet. Will be rhubarb and apple fillings and a bit almond crumb, and I'll do a chilled chocolate custard.
And how do you feel about this challenge? Does it excite you? Does it worry you?
I will be confident more and more and more I'm developing the dish, so I'm pretty sure I can deliver quite nice crumble.
You've got rhubarb, ginger, brioche, chocolate custard, and then the fabulous sorbet to sit on the side, finished with a little almond crumb.
This is a new one. I've not had all these things together as a crumble, so I'm intrigued to see the balance of the cold and the hot and the sweetness and a watery sorbet as well, how it's all going to work. Chefs, you've had 45 minutes. You're halfway. I love the passion and the drive that Rosanna has. She is very nervy, but once Rosanna has settled, we know what this young chef can achieve.
I'm up against people who've been in the industry probably a bit longer than I have, but hopefully I can keep up with them. I'm going to do a pastry base, and then I'm going to fill that with loads of different elements. So I'm going to do a set vanilla custard, I'm going to do some poached apple balls, make a calvados and apple puree, top it with a little bit of nutty oaty crumble on the top with demerara sugar.
So pastry is a strong point for you?
Yeah, I really love pastry. Apple crumble is something I've grown up with. We've had apples in the garden. We used to spend time sort of peeling them all down, stewing them down and chucking them in the freezer. So this is sort of the flavours that I know.
Expectations for a great apple crumble. It's just gone a little bit higher there, Rosanna. What we're going to have from Rosanna is a set, so custard tart, the lovely caramelised apple puree, and then she's got the crumble over the top. Something simply presented like that could work, and it's all going to be in the intense flavours of the apple, the caramel, if the custard is set well, and a wonderfully cooked pastry case.
In the army, you know, every day is different. You know, you're not stuck with the same menu day in, day out. And try to be creative as much as possible, you know, so that the officers or the soldiers are getting a variety of food. Hopefully that'll help in the next round.
Graham, you must have made a few crumbles before cooking for the soldiers.
Yeah, when you're out in the field, it's a favourite for the guys.
So what's your crumble going to be today?
Today I'm going to do a take on a rhubarb crumble. My granny used to grow it, so for me I love it. I'm going to do a vanilla white chocolate like parfait with a rhubarb and ginger jelly, with a rhubarb tatin and some crumble as well in there with some cardamom, pecan and walnuts.
Interesting. So I can't picture how this is going to look on the plate. Do you know how it's going to look on the plate yet?
In my head it's looking all right at the minute, but hopefully it'll go up looking like it is in my head. We'll see.
What concerns me about Graham's plate is that he's got different elements. He's got a rhubarb parfait, rhubarb jelly. He's also got a tarte tatin. This sounds like a dish of two desserts.
I'm curious how this is going to look because it sounds like lots of separate little elements.
Chef, you've got 30 minutes left. 30.
Cooking-wise, I've had ups and downs. I haven't been cooking to the best of my ability, but there's still a little bit of time left to prove myself, so yeah, hopefully it'll work out well.
Mark, tell me, what's your reinvention going to be?
Caramelised banana crumble. It's going to be served with pecans, puff pastry being pressed down as the base, roast banana and brandy puree, white chocolate, and a little muscovado crumble glaze inside.
What does it mean to you to get through this challenge into the next round?
I closed my restaurant to do this. Financially, it's not the best move. I've got a wife, kids, mortgage, so, you know, it means a lot to me.
Wow, you closed your restaurant?
I'm the only chef in there, so my wife does the front of house, I do the kitchen side. No one's ever even worked in the kitchen apart from me.
So you really have put everything on the line here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Mark is going to put this dish together, but I do love the sounds of the ingredients that he's used.
Caramelised pecans, you've got roasted banana and brandy. I love the sound of this dish, it sounds fantastic. Chef, you've got 15 minutes to go. 15.
I think the judges think I'm a little bit contemporary, a little bit different. Greg described me as a borderline genius, and Marcus described me as a borderline maniac. So, you know, there's a fine line between the two. My take on the crumble is poached pineapple, which I've dipped in sugar and then caramelised with a blowtorch. Same with the mango, caramel twill with pistachio coconut crumble there.
But when you think of crumble, you think of hot, warm, winter, comfort food. This sounds completely the opposite to what I think crumble is all about.
Absolutely.
Do you think being different is important?
It's important for me at this stage in my career to push the boundaries a little bit more. I think it's fundamental in being a chef to do that.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Absolutely.
You never know until you try.
Until you try, exactly.
Rich likes to take inspiration from different countries, and that's what he's doing here.
You know, Rich, he's never going to just go down the straightforward path. He's going to push himself, and he's always going to deliver something different. And I can't picture what this dish is going to look like in my head.
Chefs, you've got 6 minutes left. Start to think about putting your dishes together. That is it. Time's up. Step back from your benches.
You all right?
Yeah, you.
Good. Right, good.
Good luck, mate. Good luck.
For his reinvented fruit crumble, Matej has made poached apple and rhubarb, flavoured with stem ginger, on a puff pastry base. A crumble of toasted almonds and brioche, chocolate custard paint, and a rhubarb and ginger sorbet.
Matej, the apples they're rustic, but they're not overcooked, they're not undercooked. Balance of flavours work very well. I like the little almonds on the plate. I would say, though, that a good sauce anglaise, a good custard would be very nice just poured over this dish.
There's no bells and whistles about it. This is nothing that's really exciting about this dessert. But I do really like the sorbet.
Okay, thank you.
I'm feeling a bit disappointed and happy at the same time. I'm quite happy what I deliver. It's lots of pressure and you can't have everything perfect.
Rosanna has made a tart filled with a set custard, an apple poached in cinnamon and star anise, topped with caramelized apple and Calvados puree, crispy ginger, Adsina cress, and a crumble made from almonds and oats.
It's not perfect, but I actually quite like the rusticness of this.
I like the flavours of the apple and the caramel, and a bit of the custard helps it because otherwise it would be a very dry dessert. I really like the bits of the ginger. But to find the apple is slightly undercooked for my liking. It's a nice dessert.
I like the apple and I like the flavours of the spices that you put through. They're beautifully well balanced, they're not overpowering. I think it's very clever because you've given me everything that a crumble is all about in a tart case and delivered it very well.
Yeah, I feel really good, yeah. Monica didn't quite like it as much as Marcus did, but yeah, I feel pleased with what I've done.
Ridge has served caramelized pineapple and mango puree, mango jelly, pistachio and coconut crumble, torch tonka bean and mango ice cream, and a pistachio tuile.
Have you glazed your ice cream?
I have, yeah.
You blow-torched ice cream?
Blowtorch the ice cream before putting it in the freezer.
Wow, well.
I think I've just about seen everything blowtorched now. It's nice to eat, but I think you've strayed a bit too far from what we're wanting. Yes, you've got a crumble on here and you've got fruit, but it's just a sort of fruity dessert rather than an actual crumble.
It is pleasant to eat because the flavours, the combinations, the balance of fruit, and of course the ice cream. But it doesn't, for me, fit the brief enough. I just think the crumble could have just been maybe a little bit bigger, a bit chunkier.
Okay. Not great, if I'm being honest with you. Took the risk on doing what, I do. It reflected my personality. Yeah, I don't think it's paid off.
Mark has chosen bananas for his crumble. He served a crispy puff pastry base topped with caramelized and raw banana, a roasted banana and brandy puree, sweet and salted pecans, a white chocolate crumb, and sugar tuile, finished with muscovado custard.
I think it's absolutely sensational, Mark. I really do. I think that is a triumph and a celebration of what a Great British Crumble is all about. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant in texture, in flavour, the sweetness of sugar, the sweetness of the bananas, and just that little element of sea salt that you've really cleverly just put in there. It's such a delicate hand is great. You should be very pleased.
Thank you, I am absolutely over the moon. I may not show it, but yeah, I am.
Well done, you.
I really like the flavours of the banana with the pecan and then the hints of the white chocolate. That wonderful puree you made is what I would like more of, because you took a lot of time to really roast that banana down. I think it's a nice dessert, Mark.
Thank you.
You look like you going to cry.
No, I'm good, I'm pleased. Yeah, really pleased. It was great feedback. I couldn't have asked for better, to be honest. Thanks.
Graham's take on a rhubarb crumble is a mini rhubarb and ginger tarte tatin, poached rhubarb, cardamom nut crumble, rhubarb and ginger jelly, and a vanilla and white chocolate parfait.
It looks a bit messy. Looks like it was rushed.
The first thing that really does come out here is the pastry that's not cooked. You can see it there. The rhubarb's beautifully cooked, and the gel on the plate has a really nice balance of acid to it. I like your ideas, I just don't think that you've executed them well enough, unfortunately.
The tatin for me is not a tatin. It's raw pastry with a bit of rhubarb on top. You have the elements of the rhubarb and the crumble here, which I do like. I think maybe if you had focused on those things and your custard and not try and bring other sort of dessert elements onto here, it would have been a better plate of food.
Chef. Yeah, I could have done a lot better, but it's the nature of the game and I have to take it on the chin.
Finally, it's Gary with his cherry crumble tart, a sweet pastry case filled with mascarpone cream, and a honey, oatmeal and hazelnut crumble, topped with cherries glazed in kirsch, with caramelized cherries, chocolate crisps, and a chocolate and mascarpone ice cream.
Gary, this looks a great dessert. I love the colours. It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
When you cut through the cherries, you've got the sweetness, the sharpness of what you marinated them in, and then you've got the crumble underneath, and it's only just starting to soak up the juices of the cherries, and then a crispy pastry to go with it, and it just rounds it off. I think it's an accomplished dessert.
Actually, the tart itself is fantastic. Beautifully trimmed up tart case, which I would expect from a lecturer. I like the flavours, I like the textures, I love the chocolate ice cream and the shards that you've got in there. Great ideas. There's a lot of skill in this dish. It's a really good job.
Thank you. I just stuck to what I know works. I didn't try and reinvent the wheel, I just reinvented a crumble.